Now, boys, I'm not gonna lie, all right? When Naraka Bladepoint first reached out to me to play their game for a video, I thought to myself, no, I'm not really a PvP Battle Royale guy. It's not my thing. But they sent over a game code anyway for me to try it out. So I was like, yeah, why not? All right, let's give it a shot. I don't have anything to lose, and my God, am I glad I did. There hasn't been a PvP game in a long time to grab my attention as intensively as Naraka Bladepoint has. If you like shinobi style games with heavy focus on melee based combat with like katanas and stuff and crazy amounts of parkour, then Naraka Bladepoint is the game for you. Those were literally the three things that pulled me in, and some other things. You can check out Naraka Bladepoint for yourself and download it via the link in the description. Now, when you first start playing, you're going to be thrusted into a tutorial. It's going to teach you all the basics, but the real fun comes when the tutorial ends. There's a lot of information in the menus, but the three you should focus on first are heroes, talents, and weapons. The weapons tab will allow you to familiarize yourself with the different weapons Naraka has to offer. Now, while the 7 different melee weapons, more specifically the katana and the longsword, are my absolute favorite, there are also ranged weapons like bows, cannons, and a freaking flamebringer. Next is the heroes tab. Here you will see the 11 different heroes Naraka has to offer. My 2 favorite heroes being Matari for her cloaking and teleportation abilities, and Yodoheim for her big, giant blade. Now, there is a brand new hero in Naraka Bladepoint, Justina Goo, who is essentially a badass version of Elsa from Frozen. Her skill being Ice Core, which temporarily encases you in ice, and while you're encased in ice, you recover some armor and you're resistant to all physical attacks. This skill is going to last for 5 total seconds, but if you need to, you can end it early by just dodging out of it. This skill is a perfect oh crap button. If you're getting beaten up by multiple enemies, or you just see someone about to deal some massive damage to you, just pop this and you're good to go. It's essentially a get out of jail free card. Now, Justina Goo gets even better when you use her ultimate. You enter a status called Arctic Wraith, which instantly knocks back nearby enemies. Your skill during your Arctic Wraith status changes from Ice Core to Shadow Swipe, which allows you to dash forward, freezing and damaging enemies that you hit, leaving them vulnerable to your attacks. And finally, we have the talents tab, where you can see the different skills and ultimates of the hero you have selected. Every hero has different skills, and ultimate skills are your fast charging abilities. Think of like your class ability in Destiny, and ultimates are your slow charging abilities. Think of like your supers. Now, skills and abilities don't stop there, as the more you play that hero, the different variants of those skills and abilities you unlock. It's kind of like class skill trees, if you will. Also, not to mention, there's a glyph board as well. This is essentially perks that affect you in game, so you can select these prior to going in game, and it's going to change the stats of your character. Now, one last thing to know about your heroes is that they're fully customizable. I mean, you can change them to the exact way that you want. Want to be super ugly? You can do that. Want to be a creepy zombie? You can do that. There's also an import feature that allows you to take a picture of a face and apply it to your hero. So seriously, you can be anyone. Now, once you're ready to dive in game, you're going to notice a wide variety of game modes, from casual play, ranked play, bot mode, training gowns, and the newest game mode, Omni's Nightmare, a new heroes versus zombie match type where you can play as the zombie. Technically, they're called evil ints, but I'm calling them zombies, all right? I don't care, they're zombies. I want to go over just how easy it is to get into this game, kind of the essentials that I've picked up on as I've been playing. Once you've picked whatever game mode you want to play, either with yourself or with friends, because this game can be played with friends, you're going to be placed into a pre-game lobby. Now, unlike other battle royales where you fly into whatever spot you want to and then, you land at it, in Naraka, you just choose the area you want to spawn in the pre-game lobby. Then when the match starts, you just teleport there. Once you're actually in game, there are a few basics to know. First is how to acquire loot. Loot is acquired via 3 different ways. First is just off the ground. That's pretty basic. Second is from piles of bones. These are kind of like your chest and crates and other BRs. And third is a rift dealer, which is where you can purchase higher tier items with dark tide tokens. You get dark tide tokens by just killing enemies as you play throughout the match. Speaking of items tiers, in Naraka Bladepoint, an items tier can be seen by its color, starting at white and going all the way up to gold. The higher the tier, the more rare it is and the better it performs in game. Now, excluding the weapons and armor you acquire, there are some other items to be on the lookout for. You have Vitalia, which restores your health, and Armor Powder, which restores your armor. These are essential, and you're gonna want to stock up on these. Like, whenever you first get in game, just look around and just pick these up as you go. Now, there are also 3 other items that might be even more essential. Weapon Chest, which repairs your weapon's condition. Yes, as you use your weapons, like your swords, your katanas, your nunchucks, they are going to start to deteriorate, but these weapon chests replenish them, essentially giving you a brand new weapon. Next is Soul Gauge, which can be used to increase your melee damage, resist ranged weapon attacks, just overall affects your character stats for that specific game. And finally, grappling hooks. I can't believe that I haven't mentioned grappling hooks yet. Grappling hooks are by far one of the coolest parts about Naraka. You can grapple onto anything, and I mean anything, even other players. Grappling hooks just keep the pace of the game flowing. It makes you extremely mobile, and all around, it's just a fantastic part of Naraka. I personally like to roll with a few Vitalia, some armor powder, some weapon chests, some health/damage resist soul jades, and a ton of grappling hooks. Seriously, I get my, essentials and then just fill out the rest of my inventory with grappling hooks because I'm using them literally 24/7. Now, while most of the game is a battle royale focused 60 players fighting to be the last alive, there is a new 30-player zombie PvP mode, Omni's Nightmare. This mode takes 30 players and separates them into heroes and evil ints being your zombies. The objective, if you're a hero, is to venture outside of the Soul Spark area and collect ratons to give to the Soul Spark. Do this 3 times, lighting 3 different Soul Sparks, and you win. Sounds easy enough, right? Well, that's where the evil ints come in. Their objective is to stop you from lighting Soul Sparks. Heroes are safe and regain health when they're near a Soul Spark, but when they leave the Soul Spark area, they begin to slowly lose health. Outside of the Soul Spark is where the evil int players are waiting to attack the heroes. Now, the same kind of goes for the evil ints, except it's a little bit different. If they're outside of the Soul Spark, then they're fine, but entering it, they will begin to lose massive amounts of health. Seriously, if you're an evil int, just stay on the outside, right? Don't bother going inside. Just set up ambushes and all that good stuff on the outside waiting for the heroes. As heroes light these Soul Sparks and kill evil ints, they are granted Dark Tide tokens, which are used to purchase better weapons and gear. Now, the last mechanic to know is about the evil int lords. Yes, there's lords of the zombies. Evil int lords can disguise themselves as heroes and can enter the Soul Spark area in hope of extinguishing the Soul Spark. Evil int lords who are killed will respawn as evil ints, and evil ints can respawn an unlimited amount of times. Also, heroes, they can only respawn once, so be careful out there. All around, Omni's Nightmare is a very fun game mode, especially with your friends. I've been really enjoying Naraka Bladepoint just because of how different it is compared to other BRs. Check the description for a link that will take you to the Steam store, and you can read the reviews for yourself and pick up the game. It's got 80,000 plus reviews with a very positive rating, and we all know how Steam ratings, how just critical they can be. So the fact this has 80,000 and it's a very positive rating blows me away. Seriously, if you're looking to live out your ninja fantasy, click the link in the description to pick up Naraka Bladepoint for yourself. With all that being said, thank you for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.